just popping in. It is Tuesday the 7th today, and I'm working on a commission to paint a house in situ. This is the house of Anne Frank. So yeah, I just thought I was going to share a little bit of the process with you. So here I have sketched out. First I just did with pencil, and then when I felt more confident in the lines, I just went over with black, and I will use this to put it on the light board and then transfer it over to a watercolor paper. But I've also done some stuff in different colors just to mark out, because I don't want to use black because that is not a line, but just like that there are curtains in these windows, that the bricks go in a different directions over these windows. You know, for example, here they don't go over the actual window, they go in an arch over, they don't match the windows. I really want to point that out to myself. So I keep these sketches on copy paper as sort of like a roadmap when I'm doing something. So for example, here I have I worked on a few dogs before. I just keep them close by so that I can see, like, oh, just remember that the chest goes out or something like that. So I like to keep them close by, and if there's something special I want to remember, I just use color to code the different areas. So yeah, so the lines are not as clean as they will be later, but yeah, that is what I'm working on. So yeah, but I have had meetings with the physiotherapist and also a psychotherapist, the one you talk to anyway. So the physical therapist was Monday, and then today I had a phone meeting with the other one, and the conclusion is that I need to rest because I am in a lot of pain, and I knew I was in a lot of pain. I have fibro, but I just didn't realize how much other things the pain caused. That's why I'm so tired, why I have a hard time focusing, why I can't read, like, you know, read for fun anymore. So yeah, I just didn't realize how bad it was, and yeah. So now there is I will have to start a new process, figuring out my life, how to deal with it, like, properly. It just, you know, when you think you have it bad, and then they say, like, yeah, but the way you're doing is just making it worse. So anyway, I'm just trying to understand it, I suppose. So there will just have to be a lot of rest, which is good. Good timing, I suppose. Well, I should have rested long before, but whatever. But my parents soon go on their holiday, which means there will be I can have more help in the studio and all of that, so that will be really great. But yeah, so I'm really happy that I got contacted to do this painting, because I feel like that is just what I need to do. I have a bigger commission, like making paint for a different company, that I will tell you about soon, which is really exciting. But yeah, it's just, I'm really happy that I get asked to do work, but especially these kind of painting works is really fun. So anyway, that is about it, what has happened so far this week. Tomorrow we have the funeral for my grandfather, and the restrictions in Sweden is you can't have a gathering for more. The gathering can't be a crowd over 50 people. Now, we are a pretty big family. I mean, my grandmother and grandfather, they had 4 kids. They are all married or live together with somebody. They have 10 grandkids. My grandfather had 5 surviving siblings. One died very, very young. And my grandmother, she has 2 siblings, but you know, there's just a lot of extended family who are still very close. So yeah, and because of Corona, we can't all gather and we have to be outside and it's pouring rain. So yeah, so my mom and my aunt is over at my grandmother to prepare for tomorrow. We will have this sort of reception or after thing at my grandmother's house in the garage. But yeah, so yeah, that is that. But yeah, I have to say it was really nice this week not having to feel like I need to capture everything and record and editing, and I can just fill you in when I have something fun. And speaking of fun, the window in the studio is done, or it's in anyway. The door has got a handle, so we can actually open the door. That will have to be exchanged later because I need to have a proper lock and everything. But yeah, like the studio is, or not the studio, sorry, the factory is coming along so quickly, and I am so excited. I have placed the order from IKEA with the Alex units, a mini fridge to have binder in, and honey, and I'm just so excited. So yeah, and just like imagining having a place to make paint, just to make paint, and then having all the trays. I mean, okay, anyway. So that is what's been going on. Hermand and Albert are with me all the time. And yeah, we're doing great. Apart from me, who needs to rest. But apart from that, it's fine. Hi, it is Friday morning. It is actually morning, like we're before 10. So yeah. It's mostly because Albert woke me really early. The thing is, my window is facing the sun when it's like in the summer. It shines straight into my bedroom, and that is like what, 5, 6 something now in July. So, and I had put up a towel over it, but it was really old and really used towel. It's not a lot of like, you know, towel stuff left on it, so the sun just came right through. And Albert, he was like, it's morning and that means we need to see the puppies. He is beyond excited right now with the puppies. I mean, they are 2 weeks and they've started to move about and like they are escaping the puppy box, so we will soon take that away and just make a big enclosure for them. But he is, yeah, he loves them. I mean, he can just be with them all the time. He just wants to smell them and be with them, and yeah, he is beyond excited. Anyway, so I was like, we're up, we're going. So yeah, but yeah, so I'm actively trying to change, and I know you heard this autumn. I know you heard it, like, I'm going to take it easy, I'm going to take rest and breaks and whatever. I know I said that, but I'm actually going to do it now. I need to change my life, or it will just go really bad. So yeah. I say that and then I come to the studio and there is a million things to do that I want to do, so it's really, anyway. I have also been really bad at answering comments, but I have done that. Sorry if you waited. But I have got a few about my lip when I'm using Pretty Lips. So I have 3 colors of this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. And I always wanted to be one of those, have like bright red lips. But I'm like, that is a pretty bold statement. I am not one to wear a lot of makeup, and the idea of having it transfer is like a no-go. But this won't go anywhere, like anywhere. It won't budge. You can use like oil-based makeup remover and it just wipes off, but anything else, no go. So it's perfect. So I have it in a few different colors. I have like in a pink that looks just like my lips, and then I have this that is a red and it's number 20 Pioneer, and then I also have 50 Voyager. I think it's number 50, that is a little bit darker, but I just answered and was a few that asked, and I'm like, you think I look good in this? We did have the funeral this Wednesday, so it's Friday today, and it was really nice. There were a lot of people who had come before, so my aunt, she had gone through church like 2 hours before, I think, to put on all the flowers and everything. And in Sweden, I don't know if the way traditionally or how we always done, like, yeah, you have the coffin, the box is in the church, and it's closed. You don't have these sort of open viewings. I find that very disturbing, to be honest. But anyway, so he was in that, and you have all the flowers, like you have one big piece on the box traditionally, and then a lot of flowers around, and typically there's like messages on the flowers, and then you have like a flower with you that you leave next to it. So yeah, it was so she had gone there before, and there were very many friends of him who had come before, because, you know, he was pretty old and had a lot of old friends, yeah, and they were like, don't want to risk it, so they had come before, which I think was very nice. And then I think we were about 50 people like in the actual service, and then we went back to my grandmother, we sat out, had food that we made, and yeah, it was just really nice. So yeah, I mean, just sort of the closest. We're quite a big family, so, but yeah, it was really nice, and I think it was a really good ceremony, and yeah, so it was very nice. So I think that he was then taken to be cremated straight away after. So we have the church that he will be buried in, where his family has been buried in. It's a very old one, but they have now a memory place. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, where they bury the ashes, and then they have like a big stone where they put a plaque. I mean, this is very typical in cemeteries in Sweden, but this is an old one, but now they are hip, they are with it. So yeah, he's going to be there, and it's really nice. So yeah. So yeah, that was really good too, and she really liked it, and she had a really good time, and yeah, so I might just pop in with her later. I think my dad is over there, yeah. So yeah, that is the plan for today. Oh, and I think if I go, I might bring Albert, so he can play with our dog. So. Good morning. It is today the 14th of July, it's a Tuesday, and I'm about to head into town to trim this. So if you're so before I've always had very long, thick, straight hair, and then the last like 5-7 years it started to go curly, or wavy I should say, really. And then last year I chopped my hair off from here, something I think, up to my shoulders, and I love that. It was just beginning of summer, and now I'm feeling like I need to chop it off again, and like make it a lot thinner, because this is just So after I did that and I started to use some good shampoo for my hair, I actually got like curly hair again, or not again, but like that's like it actually kept the curls. Now you can see I have brushed my hair, which I never normally do, and I also slept and I had some braids in because it was just a hot mess yesterday and really hot. But yeah, so this is like the before, and it looks really frizzy, but that just because, like I said, I brushed it and I never brush my hair. I might do before I get into the shower, but I just comb it through with conditioner. So yeah, and I use a special you know, the Functional Beauty that is for my hair, and it works so good, and my hair has never looked this good, even though it's like super big this morning. Anyway, so yeah, that is on the plan today. But the last few days, and today and at least tomorrow, I have decided to take a week off, and I realized I'm never taking a week off, like, or days off I should say. So yeah, but I need to show you this. So the puppies are now 2.5 weeks. I know. And they're proper little dogs. Albert is in love. He is here all the time if he is allowed to. But yeah, they are just the sweetest. So now the plan is to remove the puppy box, and I'm sitting in an office chair, and we close this whole section off of the laundry room, and then we have this door open, not all the time, but we have it open quite a lot so they can walk in and out as they want to, and then we have a ramp outside this window so they can go straight into the garden, and that's how we usually do it. And then we also have this list so we know who is who, because the first few weeks is a bit hard to tell. So yeah, but yeah, that is about it. So yeah, like I said, I decided to take a few days off. It's not completely, I did work a bit yesterday, and I'm going to go, I pack just a few orders that have a bit of a higher priority, but I have changed the shipping profile on Etsy, so they won't ship out like within a few days. It is 2 weeks, and it feels really nice to like feel like I can actually take a little bit of a break, and I feel like I definitely need that. My priority has always been to get the orders shipped out like right away, and I've been working morning to night, and I feel like the studio is doing great, and I think I have to like sort of tell myself that I deserve to take a little bit of a break, and that feels really good. But yeah, so yesterday I was just laying on the sofa. I did some work on the computer, but not much, and yeah, I just watched movies, and that was great. And I feel, I mean, it's pretty crappy weather, so I definitely feel that, but just having a few days off, I can definitely feel like a difference in that I'm feeling a little bit more rested, and Herman is nibbling at my foot and it hurts. And the studio, the extension, or the bigger part, the factory, it's going ahead really great. The door and the window are in, so just a few more like final touches around them, then it's just clearing everything out, painting. I have a huge order from IKEA that is planned to come later this week, with a furniture and a fridge, and I just feel so it just feels great and optimistic, and yeah, so taking a break, eating better, sleeping more, just imagine that can actually help, you know, like the doctors were right. I don't know, I'm not going to say like I have changed my whole thing and I'm awesome and everything is fine, but I do feel like a little bit more on top of things. I still have a few problems, you know, that we need to sort out, like the pans, but I think I'm on top of it. Maybe I have a few other projects that I've started to plan out. We don't need to talk about that just yet, but I couldn't help myself. So yeah, I just feel like, yeah. So I will check in with you once this is all fixed. Okay, so I've cut my hair, and because it took a little bit quicker than she thought, she made a little nice braid on my hair. So yeah, it's really nice because it's warm, but it's raining, and it's like, you're so sweaty. Anyway, that feels so good. Oh, they're so short. Anyway, my aunt just texted me, and I'm going to go and see her. So yeah. So this commission I've been working on, a house in Amsterdam, I have just decided that I will scrap it and just start over. Yeah, and I can show you why. This is just the first layer of it, but if you can see here, yeah, the whole thing is sparkling. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't made this one from start to finish. I have done other things in between, like making paint. So now that pigment is stuck on the paper, but you know what, that is the way it is. I will just redo it, and that is where it's very good that I keep the sketch that I had before, so I can just bring out my light pad, transfer it again, and paint it again. And before I do that, I will actually clean my palette, and I will change my water and everything. So yeah. So we have the first layer of the second version of this, and I'm actually a lot happier, turns out. You can see we have one big bloom here and then one here, and I just love that. I know blooms in watercolor is either you love them or you hate them, but under control, I love that when you have that sort of texture. And yeah, so yep. Okay, so yeah, that is the first pass, and now we just need to let that dry overnight. This is cotton paper, you need to make sure it is dry, otherwise you will get more blooms or bleeding in colors. So yeah, but I have a few other things to do. It's just 6, so yeah. So it is 10 past 6 this Thursday evening, and I have finished my commission, which feels really good. The plan is to ship orders tomorrow, so it feels really nice. I'll have it dry. I will trim it down later, well, tomorrow really. So yeah, but right now I've been painting that, and I've been painting more icons for the next set coming up. So here you can see, and I'm planning to scan them in and make them into stickers. So this is sheet 1. I think I will have working on sheet number 2 because I couldn't fit all of them on this one, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of them. But yeah, that teapot is everything I wanted. So yeah. So today I have painted the windows for the studio. I still have a little bit to do, but you know. And yeah, I'm a bit dreading tomorrow to edit the vlog because it's long. Well, you know that. You're watching it. But yeah, I'm definitely dreading it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying working on this, painting these projects. It's such a long time that I just sat down and painted for fun. I mean, this is obviously for work and something like that, but just sitting down and playing over the paints I have made as a set, it's so rare. It's so weird that I'm working to make paint and I hardly ever use them. I mean, I swatch them. I swatch my paints a lot, but to actually sit down and painting with them, you know, mixing and having different washes of different concentrations and everything, that is very rare. So I am having a blast, and I'm actually using a new paper. Well, it's new-ish to me, and it's the Fabriano Artistico 300 GSM fine coral press, and I love it. It is really nice. I had tried Fabriano a few years ago and I really hated it, but yeah, I got this and it's so nice. So that is what I'm using, and yeah, that's really good. I also today got a package of packages, so that I have package boxes. Okay, so I just made one so like I can ship out tiny boxes. These are designed to fit through, you know, the mailing, when you don't have a box, you just have that kind of small opening for mails. These will fit that. So before I couldn't send out, if you ordered prints or stuff, I couldn't send that out safely into a box if I didn't added a lot of packaging. But now if you order prints and paints, I can ship them safely to you, so that feels really good. So yeah, that came today, but yeah. And I have this file on my computer with inspiration for this set, and this image popped up. It is baby Albert. Look at his little feet. Oh my gosh, he is precious. So right now I am working on the candlesticks, and they look like this. So you might recognize different images. So this one, where do I have them? I have all of the images in this. So here we have the swatches. So here you can see that image with the rose hips, and we have that here. So I'm using moons, and you know, I want to have them repeating. So we have the rose hips, different kinds. We have the moon faces. The candlesticks are obviously, that is what I am working on right now. We have the different hairs, and this is, let's see if we can find that one. I think it's inspired by this view. So a lot of these images, pretty much all of them, and my inspiration around this set came to me while I was staying at my aunt's cottage, and yeah, I love the feeling of being there, and that is what I want to share with this set. And I'm just having a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to have a collection coming out, and it's not just the paints, but like the stickers and different things, and I'm having so much fun working on this. So hopefully I will have these ready to begin making stickers next week. But yeah, that is what I am working on right now.